Here we are back with the Yok Huy crafting reputation for Dawntrail. We're going to be getting this to the next reputation level and seeing where the story goes. A little bit of a recap for the story so far. Basically, we're here with Farafar, and she is trying to restore a shrine that was kept in honor of the pact made with the snow spirits of the mountain by a friend of hers, and the friend who is upkeeping this shrine as Urkapatch's silent guardian alongside others died, and the area was wiped out in an avalanche, and so they're here to rebuild it. Recently the snow spirits have been angry, and they're hoping that by restoring this place and by performing what is known as the pact, they'll be able to quell the anger of the snow spirits. And so we've recruited a lot of people to help us with this cause, and that's where we stand so far with the Yok Huy Reputation. Still a stone. Farafar seems pleased with how work is coming along, most of it anyway. Your work thus far has been greatly appreciated, Kelwyn. Each time I look upon our progress, I am impressed anew at everyone's diligence. In fact, we have already moved on to our next step, building the stonemason's workshop. Okay. It will be essential to restoring the breathless altar, which is where we're going to be performing the pact, to its former grandeur. Each stone that was swept away must be made again in the traditional Yok Huy fashion, no less. Such is the way for all our ceremonial spaces. And since transporting so much stone from Warlord's Echo would only result in broken bricks and sore backs, the workshop will be our most vital project yet. Okay. I have entrusted its construction to a skilled mason named Gazor, and work was proceeding apace until a certain incident occurred. I have yet to hear the details, but it seems progress has stalled. I mean to go and speak with him, and would be grateful if you could accompany me. It might be easier to solve whatever problem awaits us if we tackle it together. Hell yeah, together! Let's go. To this little shrine area. I do love the music here. I think something is buried here too. Looks like some stone. We won't know until the snow is gone. Clearing away all the snow for the avalanche. Oh, so this is where they're going, where there's all the snow here. Oh, an injury perchance? No, this is too much. I must leave. What happened? Here we are, Kelwyn. This is Gazor, and as you can see, he is distraught. My words do not seem to reach him. Oh, is he in that much of a panic? I know not what has happened, only that he is intent on leaving, but hasn't fucking left yet. Perhaps a softer voice than mine might soothe his fright. Might you give it a try, Kelwyn? Yeah, sure. Hey guy, what's happening? Why you so intent on leaving? It's alright, we can figure this out together. No problems, no problemos.
Apologies for ignoring you before. I was panicked and barely aware of my surroundings. I wasn't booking it. I was in a freeze response. Fight, flight, freeze. It is freezing up here. Haha, but anyway, I should probably explain why. Yes, please, 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 speak with us. Well, I was going about my task for the day. I caught sight of one of the snow spirits. It pranced about playfully and approached, and then pelted me with icy magic. I managed to flee before I was impaled by a frozen spear, but now that I have seen the extent of their wrath, I cannot risk my life working here.
That's fair. Okay, bye.
I warned everyone to be wary of the spirits, but it seemed I failed to convey just how dangerous they could be. And while I understand Gazor's fear, this attack only emphasizes how crucial it is for us to complete restoration of this altar,
Because people are in danger.
and for that, we need his expertise. Kelwyn, would you come to meet a warlord's echo to help convince our mason to return? There must be some way to sway him.
Perhaps there will be. And we go back. Forward and back, and then forward and back, and then forward and back. Oh, here we are. Here we are.
I tried reasoning with him, but he seems set on staying put.
I mean, his life was at risk, yes. I can understand that.
Perhaps you can make him see how crucial he is to our work.
Yo. Come on, we need you. Others are in danger. Maybe we can, then provide protection in some way.
Oh, I remember you. Apologies, but if you mean to convince me to climb back up that mountain, I must refuse.
Why do you let the spirits get so close? That's victim blaming. Remember the importance of our work. All of our Carpacha depends on it.
All of Urkopacha. I know the altar and ceremony are meant to appease the spirits, but...
Yeah, and they're just gonna get angry, and then everybody's gonna be in, watch out for them everywhere.
I understand now.
Oh wait, hold on, this is the wrong... Lala, I went back to this voice.
I understand now.
Lala. Whoopsies, accidentally wrong, I went back to this voice, sorry.
All of Urkopacha, I know the altar and the ceremony are meant to appease the spirits, but... I understand now. If I was taken by surprise so easily, others might be as well.
Okay, I think both lines would end up here.
That is what we work for, do we not? To restore peace to Urkopacha.
I don't think Farafar is very great with words. If she conveyed this to me, and I guess she couldn't quite convey this to him.
Yes, I understand your point. Yet the very memory of that terrible moment sends a chill down my spine and keeps my legs firmly planted here. You understand? It's the freeze response again. I understand your feelings, Gazor. I feel them too. Now Torgor was courageous in the face of all that, and so must we be.
The Torgor being her friend that kept the shrine before her death.
The Torgor. Ah, the one who lived in the mountains before the avalanche. Yes, she once told me that the spirits had been there since ancient times and wrought calamity upon any who dared encroach upon their home.
Alright, Snowspear lore, Snowspear lore.
When our forebears settled there, they were battered by avalanches and snowstorms until they performed the pact for the first time.
Once again, reminds me a lot of the Gridania elementals.
Ever since the ritual and the altar it is performed upon served as the foundation for a peaceful coexistence with the spirits. Torgor bore that responsibility alone for many years, keeping disaster at bay. Yet, she is with us no longer, and someone must follow in her footsteps. I must follow. You take on this burden, even knowing full well the danger it poses. Nod. Torgor would have wanted it this way. When she would descend from her home, she would stay with me. I treasure each and every one of those memories. That was back when I wore green armor. You really... oh, hold on, this is Targor. Man,
I may give them all the deep voices or the because they're big, and the gravelly voices because that's how the Yok Huy in the cutscene sounded like when they speak. The cutscene Yok Huy, but I only have a certain amount of those kind of voices, so. You really must see how Rokor Turte and the other spirits frolicked during the ritual. Rokor Turte, I think that's when they fought. You never think they could just as easily bury us all under a hail of snow. They frolic. The pact is all that protects us from that fate, and soon I shall be its sole inheritor. Although I am young still. Okay, oh, they were young. Perhaps it's time to begin looking for a pupil. Oh, I know. It could be you, Farafar. I jest. Those were the words she said to me. That was our final conversation. On the way back, she suffered a terrible accident. Oh. Had we kept the memory of the pact alive in Warlord's echo, had we maintained the roads leading to and from the altar, then Torgor may still be with us. Her loss was a tragedy of indifference. Gotta have everybody remember the importance of these rites. Yet the memory of her devotion gives me courage. That and the presence of Kelwyn, who so bravely stood before Valley Garmanda. That I did with several others, but that I did. I'm here helping the restoration work. Kelwyn. That Kelwyn. Yeah, that's me. One of the champions of Willamette. in the trial of succession? The rites of succession?
You traveled from across the salt and risked life and limb for Tyrol. And if you can do that for us, I should not balk at doing the same.
Hell yeah, friend, let's go.
But I am no fighter. If the spirits were to attack again, what should I do?
Flee to warmth, you'll be safe there, or hurl a few rocks at them. Flee to warmth, you'll be safe there.
That indeed may be the wisest course of action. The spirits would be loath to enter a warm room, and their will may falter upon seeing so many Yok Huy gathered together. I think I can manage with that. Very well, Farafar. I shall return to the hand. Yet before I do, I must confess something. I was so flustered during my flight from the spirits that I dropped my most important tools. They are lost to the snows now, and I fear I cannot work without them.
No worries, I'm here. I'm Crafter.
Well, you can see to that right. Surely a set of stonemason's tools, equipment for precise measuring and such, crafted by your hands, will serve as a fine replacement for what Gizorhor lost. I shall provide you with all the materials you need.
All right, salute. Leave it to me, chestpat.
I would be in your debt, Kelvin. Once you finish, please bring the tools to me and I will get back to work as soon as I can.
Alright, anything else to say for Afar?
I have plenty of spare materials with me. If you run out of somebody, let me know. Alright.
Let's see. We're making tools. Blacksmith. Seems appropriate. Society quest, Yok Huy, Master Mason's tools. Personally don't like that they list all of the stuff that you can make for the society quest until you get there, so I try very hard not to look at the other items in the list so as not to spoil any aspect of the story that's coming up next. And for the most part, I can do that just easy peasy. I just look away. Don't look at the rest of the list. Oh, right, because we accepted this as carpenter, though. Ta-da!
What do you have there? Might I have a closer look?
What do you mean, what do you have there? I requested it. What else would I have here? Fucking chicken? Let's go.
Aha! This is masterful work indeed. Even better than what I had before, in fact. Rafa was right to put her trust in you. And I will follow suit.
Alright.
Now I should make good on my promise and get back to it. The workshop I build shall be worthy of these splendid tools.
Hell yeah, friend, let's go.
Nothing is more encouraging than seeing an artisan so eager to test his new equipment. Thank you, Kelvin.
No problem, that's what I'm here for.
I must return to Shelter to attend my own work.
Shelter, capital. Oh, is that what we've called the entrance?
But please stop by for a chat whenever you have a free moment.
Oh, it is. It's called Shelter. Look at that. Warmth, shelter, very straightforward. Wee.
I am overjoyed Gizorhor has returned. His absence would have been sorely felt. In fact, I am beginning to think his ordeal was a blessing in disguise, for he works with even more zeal than before.
And just need a little bit of encouragement.
I was even able to tell a story of my time with Dotorgor, and in doing so, give her the chance to lend her strength to the present.
Was that part of the beliefs of the Yok Huy that, if they're, if as long as they're, remembered, they live on in some way, so that telling the story of them gives them a chance to lend their strength from past to present? It's a good sentiment.
Nothing could make me happier.
All right, that's the new building completed. Very open. Oh, they're doing the carvings as well. Interesting.
Now that we can make traditional stonework here, we can use it in the buildings we repair as well. And with each brick laid, we draw one step closer to completion.
Hell yeah.
The patterns you see are among the oldest used by our people.
Oh, okay, hell yeah. It's like the snowflake, grass, and stuff like that. It looks like, I guess this would be very similar to, hieroglyphs.
Hold on, wrong voice. Many depict scenes of us living side by side with the snow spirits, and making them has been quite the educational experience.
I only hope that Dotorgor is proud to see the progress we have made.
I think they would be.
I shall continue to work and learn for Dotorgor's sake. I encourage you to do the same, Cohen.
Oh yeah, I'm learning. Tell me the lore. I'm ready. Fist punch. The construction of Mason's work has been completed. Straightforward, shelter, warmth, Mason's work, allowing for the creation of traditional Yok Huy stonework. All right, our reputation has increased to trusted. Continue working with the Yok Huy to deepen your relationship. The Yok Huy Society quests are available. I also be able to take 3 additional quests for the bonus. Yeah, the bonus today. We've got access to a wider selection of goodies.
I am quite impressed by how diligently our stonemasons work. Each one of them seems to carry on Dotorgor's legacy in their own way.
Let's go see the new digs. Or the new area. Okay, so now it seems like they're digging over here as the next area that's going to be restored. Once again, such nice music in this area. Up there's Gazorhor.
Kelvin, apologies for letting my fear overwhelm me.
No, man, dude, it's understandable. Just glad that you managed to find courage.
The snow spirits do still appear on occasion, but I always flee to warmth before they get too close. I hope the day comes again soon that we can welcome their presence, and I promise not to abandon my work here until it does.
Thanks, friend. Oh, you Nero caught back up to 40 again? Nice! Think I'm done for the night? It sounds like a good stopping point. Sounds like a good stopping point. That way you can try to tackle past where you got stopped at from last time. When you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. A lot of little, like, carving tools and everything like that. Some of these things to write the glyphs on. Would you like to see us chisel the stone? Yeah, except for they're not doing that. They're not chiseling the stone. Up a little side area with like 2 seats, 2 cups for some reason. I guess there's a little break space. Oh, looks what's down here. This would be an area that we can get to later. Right now, all blocked off by snow. All right, let's go back out there and then let's do the dailies for today. Paladin was just barely enough damage this time, I see. Yeah. That's what's always gonna get the non-DPS classes is the goddamn damage. Obviously I was hurting on White Mage. Alright, first of all, let's see the extra stuff. Okay, we have Snowline Rollick Orchestral Roll that we can purchase right now. Alright, hold on, let me put these things away as well. Guess we'll need this. Luminous oil, there we go. So many of these goddamn currencies, man. Luckily I cleared some space in my chocobo saddlebag. That and you may have popped a maze route for the boss because floor 39 was a pain and you had 8 minutes left by the time you reached floor 40. Wow, 8 minutes. So YOLO on the next 10 floors, no incense. Yeah, Godspeed, Sloot. Godspeed. Yeah, it might be to more reliably get through the early areas. Definitely, it's gonna be a lot of, you know, just Aether Pool farming. Just straight up farming. Alright, for Yager, let's pick up some of these quests. A work of cart. Yager has his heart set on carts.
Kelvin, might I trouble you to furnish us with cart components again?
Alright, I did this one earlier.
The conveyance assembled using your parts are highly favored for their maneuverability, and I have a mind to build more. Gahol yonder has materials you require, so please present yourself to him. My thanks in advance.
And then we'll work for supplies. Okay, so this is the merchant that wants us to work in exchange for the supplies. And then getting a glow on, this is getting some glowstone. And then the bonus quest, tradition for trade. Ryoga needs help meeting a spike in demand.
The Pelu Pelu merchants have been quite helpful in procuring the necessary supplies for our work here, but they like to trade in more than just coin. They have expressed a great interest in traditional Yok Huy handicrafts. Their interest is so great, in fact, that our usual artisan is quite overwhelmed by the demand. Perhaps you could lend him your expertise.
Sure, we'll learn Yok Huy traditional craft.
You can find him in Warlord's Echo, and please hurry. I would rather not have our helpers collapse from overexertion.
Gotta make sure to take breaks. Don't overwork your people. You get what you get. A few tools short of a toolbox. Viagra is facing a dire tool shortage.
Kelvin, just the woman I wanted to see. We have a shortage of tools at Mason's work, and I was hoping you could help shore up our supplies. This is a rather urgent task, as I would rather not have everyone idle for too long. Go speak with the supervisor at Mason's work to find out exactly what we need.
Also, you said you do have quite a bit of ether pool. What ether pool are you at now? Also, romanced by the stones. Let's see what this is. Viagra requires someone skilled at herding absent-minded apprentices.
One of our younger workers is off on an errand, but has been gone for some time. He is capable, but tends to get lost in his own thoughts. I suspect this is to blame for his current absence. I have need of his help elsewhere, so if it's not too much trouble, could you find him and give him a solid poke to get his mind back on track?
60 plus, you think you just hit on 70 on one of them? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's already a decent amount of Aether Pool. And if you're still, then still like the damage struggle, like, oh boy. Yeah. The later floors are gonna be rough. The later floors are gonna be rough, Solo Am. Alright, let's see here. We're helping build the carts. Alright, let's see. Society quest, Yok Huy, cart component. I'm glad these are 10 levels below, so I don't even have to worry about it. We just trained high. Alright, boom, shakalaki.
Kelvin, how are the cart components coming along?
Dun, da, da, da. I thought I did make 3, but apparently just 2.
You spare no effort, and it shows in the finish. I receive these with thanks. We Yok Huy traditionally build with stone and wood, and typically prioritize strength at the cost of weight. Given the mountainous terrain in which the carts will be used, however, it would be wise to keep weight to a limit. Your components help us to achieve that, and I shall enjoy assembling the final product with them.
Alright. And then, we're going out back to the zone out here for one of the quests. Tortoise that do vuln stacks on each attack is the main one you noticed? Oh no. That sounds horrible. They move slow enough to avoid for casters, but 'tis very scary, yeah. Alright, Masonry Supervisor.
You're the one helping with the new tools. I'm glad to have you. We didn't expect so many eager hands to join us, and now we have to make them productive. So let's get right to it. We need measuring tools, and lots of them. Luckily, there should be more than enough materials in this crate.
Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, you have to be carpenter. I was like, let's go over to the appropriate class. And so whatever, we can carpenter all this bullshit. Doesn't matter. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, heck it. Let's see. These are for set of stone masonry tools. Here we are. Need 4 of these. Had to use witching a couple of times to get rid of them. Oh, that's a good use of witching. Yeah, I usually save my witchings for like if I accidentally trigger a luring trap, but yeah, that's a good one too. Get rid of a scary, help deal with a scary enemy. Sounds like a pain. I'll see how much more I want to keep tackling the deep dungeon. I do want to see how far I can make it in Pilgrim's Traverse, but I think I am just going to be chipping away at it slowly because, like I said, I don't really want to burn out, and it does get a little bit tiresome. And some of the stuff is a little bit bullshit, and just a pain. Now for casters, it shouldn't be an issue, but for melee, it was needed. Yeah, that's fair. Because yeah, otherwise the power of kiting, but harder to kite as melee. All right, masonry supervisor.
Finished yet? I hope so. Our workers are getting restless without a task to keep them busy.
Dun da da da.
Ah, these will do. These will do splendidly. I'll pass these around straight away.
Alright, so that is the person we need to talk to out here. We're going to hand this into Verjager, and then we have 4 more that we need to do.
With the right tools and right hands, everything seems to be back on schedule. This is among the largest projects I have ever helped oversee, and there are simply not enough experienced stonemasons to meet our demand, so we have begun teaching the new volunteers. Such skills are not learned overnight, as you well know, and every mason worth his salt has his fair share of worn-down tools to thank for his mastery. What you made us today will be put through its paces, you can be sure. If we need more, and I have a feeling we will, I hope we can count on you again.
There's a reason to keep on bringing new tools is because the apprentices will wear through them as they learn. Behind a great piece is all the trial and error that went behind the stuff. And learning a skill like that. Alright, Flustered Artisan.
Yaga sent you. Good. Truth be told, I'm not certain how far behind I am. All the more reason to get started right away, eh? Most popular as of late are accessories adorned with traditional Yok Huy patterns. If you could craft me some using these materials, that should keep the Bellu merchants happy for a while. And if you need more, just take them from this crate.
Oh, accessories. That's a goldsmith's job. Goldsmithery. Let's see. What is this? Bundle of Yok Huy handicrafts. Here it is. Oh, we only need one. We only need one. Pick this up on carpenter though. Well, let me do this on that.
Finished already? Let's see what you have then.
Dun da da.
These will trade well. Much appreciated, Cowan. This takes a huge weight off my back. All that's left is to pack this up along with what I've made and deliver them to the Pelupelu. I hope we can depend on your help when they come to trade again.
No problemo. Alright, next up. This Pelupelu that wants our work in exchange for the supplies that they're giving. Kellen, it's always a pleasure. This hardly comes as a surprise, but your previous creations fairly flew off the shelves. And now then, as Viragar will have told you, I'd like you to craft more articles of foreign design. They want some Eorzea stuff. Eorzea-based stuff. And this time I seek an Eorzean style wall decoration. Okay, the past couple times they wanted paints, I think. In different colors that weren't common in Thrall. 3 of them, shall we say. These materials should suffice for the quantity, but if you have needed more, please help yourself to the contents of that crate. Wall accessories. Alright, we can do this on carpenter. Can be made out of wood. Traditional Eorzean wall accessories. Things you'd find in Limsa Laminza. Gordania. Uda. Alright, let's see. Home exterior components. Here we are. So we're gonna need 2 more of these for 3 total. Last one. All right, boom shakalaka. I'm gonna fetch your high price. We've already done this before. That was a new one in terms of they wanted wall accessories. So they're given more than agreed upon because of the quality of our workmanship. All right, and then we have to pick up the glowstone, and we gotta find the absent-minded Yok Huy, which, oh my god, is all the way out here in the remembrance area. Okay. The area with the murals. Here's the mountaineer. There always seems to be in a slightly different place.
It's you again. Here for the glowstone, I take it. You may take this with you. Should Viaga require more, I should be glad to provide. These old bones may creak more than they used to, but I consider it my way of contributing to the cause. I am counting on your success. Y'all are.
Alright, and then I guess we're going all the way out here then. All the way out here to find this wayward Yok Huy. Absent-minded apprentice. Alright, as we're flying, let me take a sip of water. Stay hydrated, everybody, stay hydrated. All right, here we go.
I see. So this goes like this, and then that goes like that.
Might need a poke to wake him from his daydream. Hey, yo, kid. Hello.
What? You stuck up on me. Why did you do that?
Because you need the, you need the, they're looking for you.
Varyaga told you to look for me. Oh my, I completely lost track of time. The structure here caught my attention, you see. I thought maybe I could learn something by studying it.
You probably can studying works of art. Ooh, it's like got the lizards and stuff like that. This was the same stuff that you can see like in the Tender Valley dungeon too, because the temple there is of Yok Huy built as well, the little hieroglyphs.
Do you feel it? The majesty which radiates from the very stones themselves. Their patterns are intricate, yet without a hint of ostentation. The superior craftsmanship has ensured that their beauty has not faded, even after so many years. Oh, there I go again. I could speak of these for hours still, but I'd best return to Varyaga. Thank you for reminding me.
All right. Up Omega Bot. Whee! Back we go. We could teleport, but forward and back, and then forward and back. So that was the last one we had to do, so now we just gotta hand all of these in. And then we'll be well on our way, the first chunk to get towards the next reputation level. I don't know whether or not we'll probably be able to see the next reputation level on Tuesday. On the Tuesday stream, if not on the Wednesday stream. So I have been debating whether or not just to kind of drop the Wednesday stream. Because it is a shorter stream, and usually I do have to get to sleep and stuff like that, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how I feel about it. I just have the two longer Final Fantasy streams, and then the 2 Overwatch, and then the variety day. Because, and I'm sure I'll end up picking up the other Final Fantasy stream back up when we start raiding again. When the next raid tier comes out. But just to remind me, I do have to make sure to get my re-clears for this week, at least in the early fights. I'll probably skip M8S trying for M8S this week. Anyway. And I'll end the Unreal and the Unreal too. Any hoodle. Varyaga. We'll work for supplies. We've already done this one before. And then tradition for trade.
When our artisans craft a thing, they draw upon our long history and generations of wisdom passed down from our forebears. I knew you would do honor to our deep-rooted traditions. Interest in our crafts seems to grow by the day, so I expect the merchants will be back. And when they arrive, I hope you'll lend us your skills once more.
Alright, complete. Alright, and then romanced by the stone.
Thank you for finding my young worker, Kelvin. He returned to his duties not long ago and was quite apologetic. He is young and inexperienced still, but his skill in stone masonry is plain to see.
Yeah, he appreciated the stonework, man.
His boundless curiosity is doubtless thanks to that, but it also causes him to become entranced by the constructs of our forebears. Given our long lives, I normally would not be concerned about such things.
So they have long lives? Okay.
But we have the snow spirits to consider, and they will not wait while we remain idle. Thank you for bringing him back to his senses.
All right, and then lastly, getting the glow on, which we've also done this one before. All right. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, a fair chunk of the way in. I think definitely by as long as we do the dailies by Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll be at the next reputation level and we'll be able to see how this story continues for next time. Looking forward to it. I like this reputation so far. It's a charming one. I like that we have a really strong purpose with helping complete this pact with the snow spirits. We have to learn a little bit more about them, the Yok Huy, along the way.